Hello, welcome back to Steak and Sanity. My name is David, and this channel is about my carnivore diet journey. Just so you know, this is the third time I've tried to record this video now in a row, so we'll see if this one's successful. Today's day 48 of my carnivore diet adventure, and I want to talk about just the changes that are happening at the minute. As you know from some of the previous videos, or may know, I've really decided to focus on weight training instead of cardio. So historically, I've really done mostly cardio and running, not really focused on weight training too much. This time I decided that I really wanted to focus on weight training a bit more. I'm in my mid-50s. I probably should have been weight training before, but no better time to start than today. So that's been quite interesting to not do as much cardio. Essentially over the last couple of weeks, basically my weight hasn't changed. I've been pretty much around somewhere between 96.8 and 97.8 kilos. And I go up and down within that range, but I don't really change too much. My body fat hasn't, according to my scale, which is an inexpensive, it's not like a medically accurate device, but pretty much all of my stats seem to be the same. I'm having about 1,800 calories a day. I'm having about 20 to 30 grams of carbs, which is probably a little higher. I know strictly it should be 20 or under, but whatever. And I'm definitely not getting as much protein as I should. I'm only getting somewhere between 80 and 110 grams of protein. I should have another sort of 80, I think, grams. I should be aiming like 180. But anyway, what is interesting, though, is that I'm seeing sort of changes in my shape. Oh, I do take creatine as well. So I take 4.5 milligrams of creatine every day, but it's also got magnesium in, and it's also got electrolytes. So I get electrolytes, creatine, and some magnesium, and I take a magnesium supplement as well. But what I'm seeing, though, particularly when I look in the mirror first thing in the morning, is I'm seeing that I do seem to be losing body fat, and I do seem to be filling out a little bit. And I don't think a couple of weeks in the gym, I'm not going to put on muscle. Okay, I know that. I've weight trained long enough through my whole life to know that nothing happens that quickly. But I think the creatine is now really starting to take effect. It's been 3 weeks now that I've been on it. Well, I started in Feb, so it's been 19 days since I started taking it. And it's now, I think, with the regular weight training and doing, making sure to do the exercises and stuff, doing a lot of lower body work as well, a lot of squats, a lot of leg presses, those sorts of things. I think it's offsetting any fat loss that I might have with some water weight and maybe a little bit of muscle gain. I don't feel like I'm gaining much in muscle, but I'm hoping that maybe my ligaments and my tendons and stuff are building some strength back as well. I'm certainly not as sore in those areas when I work out now as I was when I started. And I do think that the creatine helps me heal faster unless I really overdo it, which I did the other day. But as long as I don't super overdo it, I actually can train to failure and I can heal within a couple of days, and I'm pretty well ready to go again. So I think that's all starting to have an effect now. But I am noticing, my clothes are around my waist fits about the same. I have dropped a hole on my belt, which I talked about before. And I am weighing myself every day, and I am keeping track of my steps, my calories, and all that sort of stuff. But it's kind of gone into the back a little bit because it is just being even. So I'll be curious to see what happens over the next couple of months as we move forward in this process, to see how that, kind of what effect that has. I have been toying with the idea of doing a 3-day water fast. Because I've never, ever done a fast in my life, and I'd like to try it and see what it's like. I also think that maybe if I do that, I could drop a little bit more fat during the 3 days. I wouldn't train. From stuff I've read, basically, it's like if you're going to do the fast, then just do the fast and don't do anything else. So I might try that and see if that can just bump me forward. If I could lose a kilo or something in a 3-day fast, and then, and then just keep everything else even, then I could do one of those maybe every 2 or 3 months or something, and just like have a quarterly fast that I do. And then the rest of the time, just, stay on the basic carnivore diet and train. So not that's why I haven't really done too many updates. I don't have too much on my personal journey really to talk about. I'm pretty well now entrenched in the diet. I don't find it too much of a struggle to find things to eat unless I'm out at an event or I'm out, away from home. But at the minute, I'm not traveling a lot and I don't have a lot of those kind of responsibilities to have to deal with. So it's all good. Today's my birthday, and we're going to go out tonight, but we're going to go to dinner. And we found a place where we can go and we can just have chicken and we can have steak and that kind of thing. So again, easy to stay on the diet. We'll probably just have water. I might have one glass of wine just to celebrate. But other than that, it's pretty easy. And now that my wife is doing the diet, it's even easier because it's less tempting. And what's really good is on those days where I feel like cheating a little bit or I'm struggling with the diet, it's good to now have a little bit of moral support and vice versa. So when she needs a little bit of moral support, I'm there as well. So that's really nice to be able to do that together. I do have, I think the last time we talked about this, we talked about where she was in her cycle and what that might, whether the diet had any impact on that or not. And I think in the next week or so, next couple of weeks, we'll know. And I'll have some feedback for you on that. But for now, that's pretty much everything. I don't really have anything else, I don't have any groundbreaking or earth-shattering news other than I'm starting to see a little bit of reshaping, I think, in my body, which is pretty cool. And I feel amazing. And yeah, so other than that, I think I'm just going to get ready to go out to dinner, and I will see everybody later. So bye-bye.